Oh, Pascal. Bonjour. Welcome to the middle of winter in Japan. Today is cloudy. Cloudy day. Very nice. I miss the cloudy days. Oh, Happy New Year. Yeah. Same to you. Same to you. So far the New Year is good. It's just too hot. This year is super hot. Like it's unpleasantly hot. Every day sun shining. This is wheat. The colors come strange. Something's wrong with my camera. Hold on. Maybe I have to switch it to this. Oh no, it's the camera. I need to reset the camera or something. It's dark, but it's actually green. It's actually green, but it's dark. I need to reboot my phone. Something's broken. That's strange. It's green over there, kind of. They're all dark. They're all dark. Yeah, black. But it's green. Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I have a Chrome key. Oh, I know what's wrong. There we go. You know, on TV when they have a green screen and you can put different backgrounds, that's what was turned on. I was wondering why there aren't many green things in the winter, but then why do green things look so strange? Okay, wheat is growing. Winter wheat. Oh, I knew I was playing with the settings, and the settings are so tiny, and I pressed something. That was the setting. Here we have an onion growing. Nicely planted. I think onion is waiting for warmer days. Yeah, that plant over there, wheat. Apparently there's a mill in here connected to this water mill. And I think they have fun harvesting that and milling it into flour there. And maybe in that park center over there they're baking bread. But I have never seen it. Oh, Jira-san, no hisashiburi desu. O genki desu ka? Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu. I think I told you before. I don't remember. Yeah, it's like this is the stream from a spring nearby, maybe half a kilometer away, that flows down here. As you can see, to prevent floods, it's been dug in more. This is a rows of hydrangeas. They're lovely in the spring. But the spring is far away. The real spring, actually, because the one on the Japanese calendar is February the 3rd, which is coming very soon. I think now it must be 4 degrees Celsius. Not too bad. Just instead of having boring, stream flowing to the river back over there, they made nice ponds here so that birds can come and enjoy this environment. I think there were 2 fish in here, but I don't know. They're always sleeping when I come. Carp. How did the carp get here? I think this is a daikon radish growing here. Tasty, but tiny still. And here the citrus fruit. What did it have? It's some kind of a citrus. But I wonder. Look at that, it's like chicken pox. Was the temperature about 3-4 degrees Celsius? Today will be warm. Every day is 12 degrees in the afternoon, and morning is about 3, sometimes 2. But I think it's 2 degrees higher than usual. Not a good sign, I guess, right? Global warming sign, I think. Oh, I see some part of the ground got washed away there. It must have been the flooding. And the stream flows down here. I wonder, how does it look inside here? I've never been. And it's hard to figure out what these guys are doing always. Maybe when that center opens, you have to go and ask for a schedule. But they plant potatoes here, and then they have lottery, and if you win, you can come and pick the potatoes for a few dollars or yen. Beautiful. This is very clean water because it's a spring water. There are a few places around the city with pristine springs coming out of the ground. There's little streams, flow towards the river somewhere. Jiras samui. 水車そうそうそう凍ってません It is not frozen こちらはあまり水が凍りません The water does not freeze here easily. Oh, they fixed this. Wow. I think they were saving money to fix this, It took them a year. This area, when water comes out, it was flooding here, and then the water was escaping here slowly, like leaking. And they have made a special drain to prevent it. Wow, very nice. Yeah, see, it's right there on the level. But you don't have overflow, and then there's a little bit of leak from the side too. Man, Middle Ages were tricky times where you had to really watch out to have the water in your water mill. If you didn't, I guess you had no power in your wheel. How would you make food, I guess, right? Yeah, part of this pipe is a wooden pipe. A long time ago they used wood for pipes, but they put plastic PVC in there or something like that, because I guess to replace the wooden part is too costly. You have 8 degrees Celsius with little wind thanks to E1 tempest in Ireland. Wow, that's very nice. That sounds almost like the weather here. Frogs! Oh my gosh! Here the winter, frogs are sleeping, hibernating. Have you Have you seen the arrival of the Charlie Dallin, the winner of the 10th edition Van de Globe? That was some kind of a welcome for Charlie. My goodness, all those people at Le Sable d'Olonne coming there. I think they came one day before because they thought he will arrive early, and then they were told, yeah, the wind's changed, he will be there next day. Everybody cold in hats because I guess it's cold. Oh, we have warning here against the hornets. But that's, autumn. Warning for the autumn. And yesterday, the 4th and 5th skippers arrived. What was the place? What was the name? Paul Mailhat, and it was the 5th place, and then, gosh, I forgot the name. I think it's a French guy. They're all French. Yeah, I love that. And then, the president, every time somebody arrives, not only the president comes and greets them, but also they need the sailors that already arrived come back and meet the guy that arrived. And they receive this huge champagne. The first 3 places, they had this jumbo-sized champagne, and you should see Charlie opening that one and screaming and spraying it everywhere. Yeah. Very beautiful. What a spirit, right? I wish I could go there and see this. It must be so much fun. Probably it's as cold as waiting for the first year's sunrise in Japan at night. But definitely cool. Here we have the plums. Ume no hana mo sugu saiteru kana. The plum trees will bloom very soon, probably in 2 weeks for this one. But there could be some other ones that will bloom earlier. Usual scheduled date is the first day of spring, and February the 3rd on the old Japanese calendar. So yeah, it's all on standby. They got pruned a little bit, and maybe there will be less flowers this year. You gotta keep them in a shapely, aesthetic manner. View. Wow. When the president of Van de Globe carried the champagne across the drawbridge to the what's his name, Charlie Dallin's boat, what was it called, the Sante Prévoyance. He almost fell in the water. That guy is so funny, He's got the right character, really friendly guy to see them off or greet them when they arrive. And yesterday's live, every day there's this live program in French and English, and Pip Hare, the one that got dismasted, was in the program. She came to see, how was it when you win? My goodness. I think the sponsor left her, and she 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 has, like, she has a spare mast, so I think she's gonna ship her boat back from Australia to France, I guess. Some insurance. Yeah. And it's gonna be interesting when all the other people come, right? Jean Le Cam, the master of the race. I love his hair. I don't think he's cutting his hair because his hair is getting bigger and bigger, like an afro almost. And then the Violette Durange, the youngest one. My gosh, she's pretty strong to sail like she's sailing, and she's not the last, so it's really cool. Really very talented people. All right, look at that. Isn't the spring? These ones grow in Poland when the snow melts. far later when the snow melts, but here in Japan they bloom in January, and more of them are coming. See, we have here more onion and more. It looks like a daikon radish. This very, very long white radish, delicious, cooked or raw, very yummy. It's kind of like a winter vegetable in Japan that you put into various soups. Look at that. So lovely to see these flowers. So beautiful. And more radish growing here. I wish somebody sponsored me. I would go sailing around the world. It's incredible how expensive it is, and how many problems there are with the boats. The third guy who arrived last week, his sail was so roughed, like you could see it was rolled, but it was like you could see the little pieces of it. And someone 2 days ago had to repair their main sail. I think it was some good child. My gosh, he got a hole right in the biggest sail, and he did repair it, but his clothes looked very dirty from the glue. 20 days, yeah, it's incredible how these other guys arrived before, and the record was broken. It was 66 days? Every year, I mean every edition, they break the record, which is, that's, I guess the boats are getting better and better, and now they have the foils versus the non-foil boats. I'm surprised, that there's no rule to get rid of the dagger board boats and just use the foil boats. But these foils are very prone to damage. The third guy who arrived, he was missing one. It just completely got taken by bad weather. It's amazing he made the third raw in sugared vinegar. You talking about the radishes? Or is it something else? So yeah, maybe the rules will be you have to have a foil, and they are so expensive to attach, and it's crazy. Oh. Let's climb up here. This area has lots of little mountains and hills. It's a good workout. Climbing. Very nice. Wow, there's some break there. Look at that. Ooh. Sunshine, maybe. It said cloudy today, but maybe there will be some lovely winter sunshine. Look at this. The ranch had to climb her mast to the top for. Oh my gosh, that's amazing! You know, I would be scared. I would probably climb, like, you know, when I see like 3-meter waves in the ocean, it's like, oh God, I need to dive in. I hope I don't die. But these guys, they have huge waves, and just imagine if they climb to the top, how much you have to sway from, you know, from the waves, because at the top of the mast, you know, that's the part that sways the most. Oh, and you know, it's so scary. If you are not used to those heights. They use this little rope to put around their neck to climb, you know, so they don't get hit by the mast, and again they can swing with it, but my gosh, if they fall they will hang themselves. It's so scary. It's growing here. Mushrooms. Oh, the icebergs. Yeah, of course. I mean, for the normal viewer on TV, it's probably like, yeah, icebergs, but these guys were so serious. And then, you know, they could see those icebergs, and you have to figure out in which direction they're floating, and are there like the tiny icebergs that you cannot see around there, you know, following or ahead of it, or, you know, very. Oh, no, it's okay with the comments. The YouTube also is delayed when you type, so not like the Periscope in the old days, where it was much faster. Yeah, the icebergs, that was a surprise. My goodness. There's this area, right, between, where was it, Africa, right, or no, South America. I don't even know. South America, and that's like, you know, the squeeze between the exclusion zone, and then, you know, you cannot really have enough space. Cape of Good Hope. No, that Cape of Good Hope. What's the other last cape that they did? Oh man, my geography is so bad. Wow. Train. Cape Horn, that's the one. That's the crazy one with the icebergs being so close. I remember 2 editions back, nobody hit an iceberg, but, you know, these boats are so fragile, that the hole is very easy to puncture if you hit something. There was one person who ran into like a stray buoy or boy, and he had a hole in his hole in his hole. Different spellings, of course. And that was scary because it happened at night. He could like sang. It's strange. He could have sang. Yeah, they don't sleep for hours. Yeah, when it's rough, I don't think you can sleep well at all. Sometimes, you know, the sea is just throwing you up and down. And when you have those foils, you keep on gliding, and then when you glide too much and you fall into the wave, it completely like, oh, it crushes everything inside. That's why they have those helmets. In the past, there were injuries, head injuries from that. But I'm surprised, you know, the boats are completely different. I watched 2 editions back, and they were more exposed to elements. But now they are more comfier inside. You don't really have to go outside to battle the cold temperatures. And you know, just not long ago, who was that? The Japanese skipper. You know, he was out there, or it was the Chinese skipper too, Jin Kun Chu. They were in the, you know, cold area, and the temperature was like 4 degrees Celsius. They were just like bundled in their sleeping bag and bed, and didn't look like, you know, you want to go out and do anything. And when you actually have to do something, your hands get numb from the cold, which is it's like winter, right? But you really have to like work on lines, and it's very, very dangerous and uncomfortable. Yeah, a strong wave could break it. You know, these waves, they said they are like 7-meter waves there. I cannot imagine. I mean, during the typhoon, I sometimes look on the map and I look, oh, that's 7-meter waves. They're right there out in the ocean. And I've seen, you know, the gigantic waves when the typhoon approaches the land. Wow. They're huge, but you know, from the distance they don't look big. It's like having, you know, with the cold, it's like having melting snow on your hands, and you have no gloves. And I remember when I was a kid, it would completely, you know, numb your hands, and when you were outside and play in the snow and do some sledding. Yeah, it's very interesting. Of course, they have gloves, but at the end, you know, everything is wet. Your clothes are wet, your gloves are wet, you have to dry. And there was the German guy who got struck, his boat got struck by lightning. That was, his systems all went down, even the autopilot. Wow, dangerous. But he managed to get things going, so that's all right. Lucky guy. The other one, I think it was a French guy, when he was deploying the research buoy, he also had his flamingo inflatable, like a toy, like, you know, the circle for flying, not for flying, for floating. That was so fun to watch. But he quit. He had some damage too. I'm not sure, don't remember exactly. Maybe his keel, something was wrong with it. And then there was another guy who was fixing his keel, diving into the icy waters. Oh, the worst, the worst. Well, hopefully everybody else comes back safely. I heard they received 200,000, the winner receives 200,000 euros together with the trophy. The trophy was really heavy, like a massive, like really well made. My goodness. It could survive and the fall maybe. But I think, what do they have? 800,000 euros in total. So the winner gets the biggest prize, and then the rest is divided into second, third. I'm not sure if the other places get some prizes as well. But man, just finishing that race it's a prize in itself, even if you are the last. Yeah, it's surprised to know that France is so much into sailing. You know, you would expect some country like Japan that has islands and ocean around them to be the top in this kind of sport. But you can see like this, like, you know, England, France, those are the main countries. Very, very surprising. Oh, cold wind blowing now. My hand is frozen. I feel like I need to put a sail up or down or repair it. I don't think I could do it. I'll be just so frustrated. These guys must be sometimes screaming from frustration in the middle of the ocean because no one can hear them. Yeah, it's tough stuff. And they're all alone. It's so nice to see the families coming to greet them and getting on the board, on the boat together with them. Oh, they see the people for the first time. They don't know what to think or do anymore. It's a fun thing. Someone, I think the Sebastian Simon who arrived, did he get a third place? Don't remember exactly. Someone, I think it was him, that brought his dog on the boat. But every time they were taking photos and screaming hooray, the dog was scared and running away from the photo. Poor dog. He didn't know what's happening. No, not enough. It's just a little bit of money, I think. The new boat is $8 million. You need to have some serious big international company to sponsor you. Japanese has DMG Mori. I looked at it and it seems like they're making some kind of machines, some kind of a machinery company around the world. Then there was some French bank. A few editions back there was a Banque Populaire. Maybe that's something. The other ones, not sure. But wow, to pay so much money and maybe someone will not win or the boat gets damaged, that's a very, very huge risk. Yeah, Yeah, but no, I remember those names somehow. I don't know why. But it was two editions back. I don't think Bank Popular was in this one. There's a whole bunch of other companies that I have no idea. So anyway, I'm gonna get going and warm up my scoping hand. Hope you have a nice, beautiful weekend in France, and we'll see when who's gonna be next that will cross the finish line. Yeah, thank you, Pascal. Take care. Bye for now.